Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon. So today we're going to do a very detailed video on how to contour and highlight, especially for beginners. And before you do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida, and if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Before we start this video, I just wanted to say a very big thank you to you all for getting this channel to 500,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for subscribing, commenting, sharing, viewing any of my videos. Thank you so much. So with no further ado, let us go straight into the video. So I'm just going to illustrate on contouring for different face shapes first before I go into a detailed tutorial on how to, blending and all that, the technique and all that. So for highlighting, use a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. 2 shades lighter than your skin tone for highlighting. For contouring, 2 shades darker than your skin tone. Do not go for anything that is more than 2 shades. Say if you want to contour, don't go for a contour shade that is like 3 shades darker than your skin tone. You're going to find a very hard time blending that in. So use a concealer that is 2 shades darker than your skin tone for contouring, 2 shades lighter than your skin tone for highlighting. So today's brand, I am going to elaborate using the LA Girl Pro Concealer because it is very cheap, very affordable, especially for beginners. I know affording high-end makeup is a bit tricky, especially for beginners. So I'm going to use products that are very affordable, mostly drugstore makeup. So LA Girl Pro Concealer, I would recommend this. It slides on very easily, and it is very easy to blend as well. My face shape is round. I have a round face with very chubby cheekbones, very chubby cheeks. So to contour a round face, the technique is, if you have a round face like mine, what you do when it comes to the forehead, avoid contouring here, a bit of contour this side and this side. I'm more round around this area, but I'm just going to show you. So put your contour here and here, blend it in so it gives you a bit of an angle. If you must do your contour on your forehead, I know especially for people of color, our foundation never matches our scalp here. So if you must contour around this area, put it as close to you here. Don't drag it down, just a bit here if you must. But for round face, concentrate the contour on the sides, on the side for the forehead, so it gives you a bit of an angle. When it comes to the cheekbones, for a round face, instead of curving going up, because it's going to make your cheekbones more bigger, curving going up, what you do is you bring the contour going down, so it gives you that angle. It slims your face around this region, it slims it down. So that is the shape for the cheekbones for round faces. And make sure for a round face as well, put a bit of contour here as well and blend it in going down. This one you don't blend it in going up, you blend it in going down, so it slims out this edge as well. So for a long face, make sure you contour all the way here on your forehead, the whole forehead. You contour the whole forehead, curve it out so it slims down your forehead, slims down. When it comes to contouring your cheekbones, if you have a long face, do a curve going up, okay? A curve going up. When it comes to blending, you blend it using circular motion going upwards, not downwards, upwards. If you have a very long chin, going down, the chin alone, this angle here, what you do, you contour here, here. Don't do the contour here, just contour here and blend it so it shortens that one out. If you do a contour here, it is going to make your face very angled, and you already have a long face. You don't want it to look more angled. Okay, your face is angled enough as it is. So just contour here so it shortens this chin space. So next, if you have a very like a rectangular shape, a very angled face with very sharp cheekbones, do this. Depending on how your forehead is, because for a rectangular shape you can never really tell. You may have a big forehead or a small forehead with a rectangular face shape. So depending on how your forehead looks, you can shorten your forehead with a curve like that, and then you blend it in so it shortens your forehead here. Okay, shortens your forehead. If you have a bigger forehead, that is. If you have a smaller forehead, maintain the contour just next to your hairline here. Don't bring it all the way down. So if you have a very sharp cheekbone, like a very angled cheekbones, the one we use in magazines, you don't need to contour. You can just do a blush and you're good to go. But if you must contour, a very tiny amount and a curve as well. Don't do an angle because you already have sharp cheekbones. If you do an angled contour, this curved enough, yeah, should be curved. If you do an angled contour, if you have a very sharp cheekbones, it's going to make your cheekbones look more visible, and you're going to have that masculine look to it, masculine look to your face. So if you don't want to look very masculine because you already have very sharp cheekbones, you can avoid contour altogether and just do a bit of blush so it gives you that warmth to your face. Or if you must contour, a very tiny amount of contour and just do a curve. You don't need to contour this. You already have very sharp cheekbones. You don't need to contour here. Okay, so next let me just do my eye makeup first, and then we can come back with how to do the face makeup, and I'll show you the techniques when it comes to blending. Okay guys, so I'm done with my eye makeup. Next is for face. So for skin prep, I'm starting off with the ordinary hyaluronic acid. I'm applying that on my bare face, and then that massage that onto my skin first before I apply moisturizer and sunscreen. So next to moisturize, I'm going to use the Cerave moisturizing cream. I'm going to mix that with the Cerave hydrating sunscreen and then apply them together on my face, and then massage that into my skin and then let it set first before I apply primer. And then next to prime, I am going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte primer. And for primer, to blend that in, kindly tap it in. After you're done, blending it in, tap until your skin absorbs the product. Then allow it to set first before you apply foundation. For foundation today, I'm going to use the Maybelline Superstay foundation in warm coconut. And to blend that in, I'm going to use a damp beauty blender. So make sure you squeeze out the excess water on the beauty blender first before you start using the beauty blender to blend that in. And then for application, or rather for blending, tap it in. Okay, tap it in until it all blends in, and make sure you use a foundation that matches your skin tone. And the secret to a smooth blend is using little product. Please don't use too much foundation. When it comes to the forehead, start blending just above your eyebrows going up, so you avoid using too much product around your hairline. So next is a blush technique I learned very recently, and it works like magic. So use a red lipstick just above the area where you normally contour, and I would recommend a stick lipstick for this, not the matte lipsticks, because red and orange undertones work like magic, especially for people of color. And do this before you start highlighting using a concealer. It's going to give your face a very warm, you know, undertone around the cheekbones, which is very, very beautiful. So to highlight, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. This is a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone. And the areas to highlight on your under eye, bridge of your nose, and your forehead. Those are the most important parts to highlight. For beginners, I would recommend you blend as you go, because these concealers dry out very, very quickly. So do the one on your under eye, blend that one in first before you move on to bridge of your nose. Blend that one in first before you move to your forehead. And you can use the same beauty blender you use to blend in your foundation to blend in the concealer as well. When it comes to the forehead, highlight less when you have a big forehead, highlight more when you have a smaller forehead. So next to contour, I'm just going to use the technique for round face. So I'm just going to curve that going down a bit. And then I'm going to start blending immediately, because I'm using a concealer that mattifies really, really quickly. So blend that one in immediately. Don't do the, you know, the influencer kind of a pattern where you draw out the contour areas first before you blend, because they are going to mattify and it is going to be very hard for you to blend. Around the forehead, I'm just going to do the sides alone. So next to set, I am using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to set that around the areas where I highlighted using a concealer. And for this, dip your beauty blender onto your setting powder and blow off the excess powder first before you start blending in. For blending in, just, you know, tap it in until it all blends in. I don't normally do cream contour on my nose. Cream contour on the nose is very, very tricky. You might, if you just one mistake and it is gone, there is no way you can come back after that. So I'm very skeptical of doing cream contour on my nose. So next, I'm going to do a powder contour to set the areas where I contoured using a concealer. And then I use a smaller brush to contour my nose. So for nose contours, start just below your eyebrow going down. Use very, very little product and very little force. And also use an angled brush for this. Very little force, so you avoid that harsh line around your nose. Nose contour normally makes your nose appear longer a bit. So if you want to shorten it out, cut out around the tip of your nose so you shorten it a bit. And then when it comes to blending in, use a cleaner brush to blend in so you avoid very harsh contour lines around your nose. And blend in going down. And then you can use the very same brush to blend in around the inner corner of your eyebrows so you avoid the harsh lines around your eyebrows as well. So if you want your cheekbones to have that sharp edge, you can reverse contour. This is not a very, you know, important step per se. So I normally just reverse contour using a finishing powder because it blends in better than a setting powder. So to set my whole face in, I'm going to use this Mario setting spray. It's the first time I'm using it and it is really, really good. It's dewy, just so you know. And then to highlight, I am going to use Fenty Beauty in Hustla Baby. For the nose, make sure you go through it with your finger just so you blend that one in. And that would be it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know, I hope you learned something from this video. Let me know if you have anything more to add, anything really, on the comment section down below. I love how this, you know, came out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you on my next video. Bye.